Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
So good to have you folks listening this morning. We appreciate it. 7:31, a cool 45 outside this morning. Another cool morning, Brent.
Yes, I love it.
It feels good.
That's awesome.
Cool air coming through the windows.
I think we got a hot day tomorrow, though, right? Isn't it supposed to hit 90 again tomorrow?
Yeah, over 90.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Might be one of the last 90-degree days. You never know in Nebraska.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we're feeling that cooler air. It feels good.
Yes, it does.
Then before long, we'll be crying like big babies when it's...
Oh, it's cold outside.
25 degrees. Oh, no.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah. I hate winter. Anyway, that's a ways off, right?
I hope so.
Today we have a Power Pack show for you folks out there. We're going to be visiting, well, we're actually going to hear a report from Christy's younger sister, Kathy, who will be reporting on activities for Dave Davis Farmers National. That will be just before the 8 o'clock hour. And then right after the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to be visiting with folks from the high school rodeo who have that coming up, and they'd like you to know a little bit about it and thank some people who are helping make the high school rodeo available here at the Custer County Fairgrounds. So we'll find out more about that. And also, we're going to be visiting with James Klang and the gang.
Okay. The James Klang gang.
Yeah.
All right, got it.
Now, I don't know if James will bring someone with him or not, but he does sometimes. And we'll find out about that. He's going to talk about your financial health. And maybe Stephanie will be along. Maybe not. But anyway, I won't be here. And just tell him it's nothing personal because the last 3 times he's been on the air, I've not been here. Excuse me. So,
well, I think the last 3, if not 4 times, he's just, one of us has been gone.
Yeah.
And I told him the last time when he came in, I said, well, one of the reasons is we just feel comfortable with you because we know you can fill in for the one of us that is gone.
Exactly. He kind of becomes the co-host.
Yeah.
So that works out fine. And then we're going to be visiting with Matt with Subway. Either he'll come into the studio or via phone. I think last time we talked to him, he mentioned that he would be in if everything worked out. So we'll see how that works out. We'll figure that one out. And then it is the 30th birthday of Custer Care here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. And what a road they have traveled, bringing care for our elderly here in the area and continue to do so. So we're going to find out more about that right after the 9 o'clock weather and news this morning. So we got a fun show lined up, plus some other things we want to tell folks about.
Yeah.
You want to talk a little bit about sports real quick?
Sure can. Yeah, busy couple of days for us here at KCNI KBBN. Tonight, we're going to have 6-man football. Excited about this. Jeremy and Gavin are going to travel to Spalding for you tonight, and it'll be SEM against Spalding Academy in 6-man football. So we'll have that for you tonight on KBBN with kickoff set for 7 o'clock tonight. And then I'll be up at the Indian Gym. We'll do Broken Bow volleyball for you tonight. And because we got the football game on KBBN, Broken Bow volleyball, we want to stress, is going to be on KCNI tonight,
right,
on 96.3 FM and KCNI1280.com. It's kind of their homecoming week match. It's homecoming week at Broken Bow, so we'll do their homecoming match tonight against North Platte St. Pat's. Senior varsity match is scheduled for 7, and we'll have it for you tonight on KCNI Radio. That'll be tonight. Then tomorrow we put the focus totally on football. Broken Bow, of course, will be back in action. The Indians off to a great 2-0 start, and they will take on Gothenburg. I was trying to think. Gothenburg is the one team that I think Broken Bow has continued to play year after year after year after year. You think about the great rivalry, Broken Bow Ord. Well, there was a time when we didn't have Ord on the schedule. There was a time Broken Bow didn't have Kozan on the schedule. Teams like that. But I think Gothenburg, as long as I can remember, just has always been there, which is great. So it's just been a great a rivalry game. It's going to be a hard-hitting game, going to be a great game, and we'll have it for you on KCNI Radio tomorrow. It'll be Broken Bow's homecoming game. Kickoff is set for 7, and that'll be on KCNI. And then we just love it when teams in Custer County play each other. And we've got that for you tomorrow night on KBBN as Anselm Myrna will take on South Loop. That, of course, the sports co-op between Arnold and Callaway. And we'll have that as our 8-man game of the week for you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock kickoff, and that'll be on KBBN 95.3 FM.
All right. That sounds great. We're going to have a good full day of activities on the air throughout the day on KCNI, KBBN, and all that sports that Brent brought you just a moment ago, previewed for you. And we're not done yet. We've got all the things that are coming up this weekend, and the golf going again, and the Invitational here this week. The golf team's back out again. The cross country coming up this Saturday, Broken Bow's Invitational. So, gosh, it's going to be fun. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. You're celebrating with Alan Fales. He's celebrating his birthday today. Tad Glidden, Christine Moniker, and Josh Arnold celebrating a birthday today. Linda Tencher, happy birthday to you. And Lisa Shea Hendrickson, celebrating her birthday down in Cozad, originally from the Oconto area. And a happy birthday goes out to Kim Bushler.
Oh, wow.
She has got a big one going today.
Oh, boy. Happy
it's
birthday,
a firecracker.
Kim.
Yeah. I met her cousin by accident yesterday evening.
By accident?
Yes.
So what do you mean by accident? You mean Kim really didn't want them to meet you and just accidentally did, or?
It was a big accident, really.
Oh.
Her cousin, I won't mention her name because I don't want to embarrass her.
Okay.
She's here visiting, and they were
Right.
actually born very close together. They're both celebrating birthdays like a day.
Oh.
I think they were in a hospital together.
Oh, wow. That's
yeah.
neat.
They were in the cigar room at the Arrow Hotel. Larry and I had a little supper last night, and the Beatlers were celebrating birthdays and anniversaries and all sorts of things. The whole family was there, John and Mary and everybody. And in the cigar room there, I just thought, I walked up and I patted Kim on the shoulder, and, we're just longtime friends, and this gal sitting beside her, I thought was just another, she was facing away from me, and so I grabbed her shoulder and kind of patted her on the shoulder, and then she looked at me like,
Who are you?
Sir.
You strange man that I do not know. What do you want?
It was kind of funny. But I will say she's hot. She's a very good-looking gal. Much like Kim. They're two hot cousins. Is it okay to say? Is it okay to say people are hot?
I don't know if it is now or not.
It's politically correct. Does that work?
I don't know.
Hey, the NFL season starts tonight.
I heard that.
Your favorite guy, Tom Brady, leading the past champions tonight, right? The Buccaneers.
Yeah, Tampa Bay and Dallas, I think, right? Cowboys and Bucks.
Yeah,
tonight.
There'll be 14 games played this weekend when they get everything going through Sunday. Monday, too, I suppose.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Monday night. Yeah, we had Jeremy has created this year a radio announcers. This is just guys that do high school sports in Nebraska. A radio announcers fantasy football league. And we had our draft last night.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, we'll see. I actually have a couple of Bucks on my team, so I'll be cheering for Tampa Bay tonight.
Wow, that'll be different.
It will be.
One of the things that's popped up here now, they're allowing the announcers of ball games now. The NFL says it's okay to give the odds, the betting odds now.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, wonderful.
Since it's legal about everywhere now, they're actually going to give the betting odds.
Well, good. So in other words, every network now has hired another member for their pregame show, as if they didn't have enough members already.
Probably.
when I was growing up, the pregame show on networks consisted of two people, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you had Brent Musburger and Irv Cross when I was growing up. And then, well, I guess come to think of it, Jimmy the Greek, wasn't he kind of a a handicapper?
He was, but he didn't really talk about it. He actually analyzed the players, and then he analyzed a little too far and got fired.
Well, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but good. Yeah, I'm sure that every network will work that into their pregame show now. So now the pregame show will have, I don't know, 12, 13 people talking over each other instead of just 10 or 11.
And standing in their suits with their tennis shoes on.
Yeah. Tossing the ball back and forth.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Well, here's a side effect of the open betting now on sports.
Okay.
Read this yesterday. Maybe you saw it, folks. The U.S. Open is underway, right?
The tennis open, yes.
Yeah, tennis open. Some of the players that are losing are getting death threats now.
I've read that. Yeah. I know that a couple of the ladies said after they lost, they've been open about it, saying, "Great, now on my social media page, I'll get not so nice comments, and in some cases, death threats.
Death threats, even racial comments.
Terrible.
Because they lost them money, right? Because they
probably.
In some cases, it was because they lost their match and cost somebody a lot of money because you're betting on one person there. It's not a team. So what's that do to boxing, to sports when there's repercussions for losing?
I don't know. It's
sad.
It is. I have no words to describe it.
Yes.
I mean, to think that somebody sitting on their couch, is going to criticize and make a death threat. Are you kidding me?
Because they lost money.
On a social media page to someone playing tennis. I mean, my goodness, the world in which we live.
Oh, Lordy. A little breakfast show. Coffee hole here is kind of nice.
Yeah. We're here to cheer you. I hope that cheered you up.
Yeah, well, something to think about.
It is.
By the way, we're going to go back now to high school activities real quick here. The Indian Nation tailgate party's coming up. And they're also, of course, we're in earlier this week, the Booster Club, talk about their activities, which is this Saturday, right?
Correct, yeah. It'll be at the One Box Convention Center. I think social time begins at 5:30, dinner around 7. This is a big fundraiser for the Broken Bow Athletic Booster Club. And right now their main fundraising project is for a video/scoreboard to be installed at Mark Russell Field. So that's what they're working on, and that's what the proceeds of this event will go toward.
And they have some raffle prizes, some big ones, and some other things. They have auction, silent auction, open auction. It's all going to happen this Saturday, starting at 5:30 social time. The other part of this is to take Corey Staples down, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, if they're going to have a cornhole tournament, and if he's competing, which I'm guessing he will, my money's on him. Since we're talking about betting.
That used to be just a phrase, Now it could actually happen. They are having a Calcutta, I think, on some things.
I don't know. Maybe they'll have odds on the cornhole tournament.
Maybe they should
put
up
the Indian Nation tailgate party. I don't know.
Put a boxing ring up in the corner and have them duke it out. Sandhills Dunning Schools today. On this Thursday, it's barbecued ribs on a bun, chips, and green beans. I'll keep rolling while Brent gets out his menus. SEM today, they're having quesadillas. Got the right date here. This is the 9th, isn't it? Yep.
Let's see. Broken Bow Middle and High School today. Mozzarella Bosco sticks with marinara dipping sauce. Fresh baked ham and cheese sub. Southwest salad with tortilla chips on the menu today for Broken Bow.
All right. Litchfield. It's meatloaf, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Arnold today, sloppy joes on a bun.
Callaway, beef nachos.
Ansley today, cheesy chicken bowl on the menu at Ansley.
Let's see here. Anselm Myrna Schools, it's honey garlic glazed chicken over rice, mozzarella Bosco sticks with marinara dipping sauce, crispy chicken salad with roasted flatbread, vegetables, fruit, and milk.
Kozad today, fresh market spaghetti and meat sauce with garlic biscuit and glazed carrots, fresh garden salad, fresh fruit, chilled fruit, and milk on the menu at Kozad today.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh,
At
yes.
Arcadia today.
What?
Lasagna.
Oh, hey, all right. I love lasagna.
Sounds great. And by the way, did you know that Liana is as hot as a plate of lasagna? Can I say that?
I don't know, but you just did again. Let's see, Gothenburg today, Sloppy Joe's, pulled pork nachos, and pizza. Some of their choices today. Thetford today, pizza and corn. And finally at Loop City on this September 9th, the lunch menu for Loop City shows popcorn chicken or, oh, I love these, flying saucers.
Oh, yes, they're the best. Well, they just bring back great memories.
They do. You know, growing up, my kids didn't know what flying saucers were. I don't think my wife did either. I said, hey, let's have flying saucers. And they're like, what are you talking about? And I attempted to make them. They were terrible. Just absolutely awful. So my wonderful grandmother, we drove over to Loop City when the kids were young, and she made real flying saucers. Kids loved them. Yeah,
it's a good memory dish, or you don't even have to have it on a dish. Well, butter. I think butter on the potatoes makes a lot of difference.
Oh, yeah.
Along with that minced ham.
Yep.
Adam Sandler, by the way, is celebrating a birthday today.
Is he now?
Yeah, if you're celebrating a birthday, you're celebrating with Adam. And Hunter Hayes is 30 today. Country singer who broke out with Wanted. Can play more than 30 instruments. And last year, just so you know, I know you'd be interested in this, Brent, he competed on The Masked Singer as an astronaut.
Did. Yes, I know. I watched his performance. In fact, before he was revealed, the family knew who he was.
By the way, Adam Sandler is one of the favorites of the Little Leaguers' favorite actors. If you know, when they have the kids and they ask them about their favorite movie, favorite actor, favorite food, Adam Sandler was right up there at the top with all the kids as far as their favorite actor goes. The astronaut, huh? Oh,
he was, yes.
Oh, gosh.
I don't think he won, but he was close.
Thank you, Brent.
Yeah, you bet.
You want to play the game?
Yeah. By the way, a new season's coming up, I think.
Yeah, they talked about that this morning.
Yeah. Play the game. Here we go. We got a new batch of questions here for you. Hey, did you know this is Potato Month?
Mm-mm.
It is. So we're going to ask you questions about potatoes.
Great.
Here we go. Let's start with the fundamentals. What exactly is a potato?
What is a potato?
What is a potato? Now, you'll understand it, I think, once I start to give you the choices. Is it a blossom, a fruit, a seed, or a stem? What exactly is a potato? Is it a blossom, a fruit, a seed, or a stem? Those are your choices. If you know, call us at 872-2801.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
In the waning moments of the growing season, it's time to start thinking about soil health, as well as fall and winter grazing options. Aero Aviation of Broken Bow can fly on cover crop mixes into your standing crops right now. Then you have seeds sprouted before harvesting the main crop, giving the mix a longer growing season. Call Aero Aviation for more at 872-5113.
We have Catherine on the line. Good morning, Catherine.
Good morning.
How's the chickens doing?
Well, they're running crazy.
They're running crazy, and they kind of was backing off on laying for you. You told me the other day.
Yeah, they're kind of backing taken off, and the pullets aren't quite ready yet, and the roosters are needing to be dressed, and so are the ducks.
You're going to be a busy lady.
Hey, Catherine, I've got a quick question for you. Can you predict the weather based on how the chickens are acting?
Sometimes.
Yeah?
But more or less, it's the other nature, like the corn shucks and the hair on the dogs and like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we've got 10 layers of corn shucks this year on the corn cob. Last year we had 8, so that doesn't sound good.
More winter?
Ooh.
Yes,
Oh.
cold.
That's what it means?
Oh,
Eesh.
Catherine.
I'm sorry, but that's the way it is.
I hear you. All right, Catherine, here's your question for today. We're talking about potatoes. So the question simply is, what exactly is a potato? Is it a blossom, a fruit, a seed, or a stem?
I think it's a seed.
No, that's not it.
That's what I thought, Catherine.
That's what Dave guessed. But no,
okay.
it's not. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all right.
All right.
Call us tomorrow if you look it up or something. I was surprised too.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thanks, Catherine.
Thanks, Catherine.
Bye. Yeah, I got that one right. I thought seed too.
Yeah, you can. Well, that's not the one that's not the answer that's highlighted anyway.
Okay. We'll try it again tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Christy's younger sister's ready to go.
Oh, good.
So here we go.
Good morning, everyone. It's Kathy Eberly reporting for Dave Davis Auction Service and Farmers National Company. To start with, for Dave Davis Auction Service, we are having our machinery consignment auction. It's going to be Saturday, October 2nd at 9 a.m. at the Custer County Fairgrounds. For proper advertising of items, if you could get your items on the flyer, if you get the consignments into our office by September 13th. We will take consignments after that, but if you want them on the flyer, please get them to us by Monday, September 13th. If you'd like more information, you can call Jim at 870-1785. Remember, the machinery consignment auction is going to be Saturday, October 2nd, starting at 9 a.m. at the Custer County Fairgrounds. Jim, going over to Farmers National Size, Jim does have a couple of land auctions coming up. The first one is October 18th. It's an absolute land auction for Allen Woodward Estate. It's 153.08 acres of pivot irrigated crop ground located 2.5 miles north and east of Broken Bow. It will be at the 4-H building at the fairgrounds. And that is an absolute land auction for the Allen Woodward Estate, October 18th, 153.08 acres of pivot irrigated cropland. Then he has another land auction, which is going to be November 18th. It's an absolute land auction for Solochic Farms. It's 154.45 plus or minus acres on the edge of Ord, has 90 acres of dry land with the remainder in grass and building site, has a house and several outbuildings within 1/2 mile of Ord. This auction will be at the VFW building at 1 o'clock on November 18th. Also, if you have any questions on that, you can call Jim at 870-1785. Going over to the residential part, we have a listing at 245 North 9th Avenue. Has a nice remodeled kitchen with breakfast bar, formal dining area, and an informal dining space. Large master bedroom. Bathroom addition was added in 2015. The master bedroom has walk-in closet with neat barn door. Upstairs has 3 more bedrooms and a second bathroom. Lower level has a family room, office space, 3rd bathroom, and lots of storage. Large attached double garage was also added in 2015. Cute open front porch. Composite deck on the south side of the home. A lot of the windows have been replaced. Some are triple pane that have a warranty that will transfer to the new owner. That's located at 245 North 9th Avenue. At 605 North G Street, this one's close to school. Large open living concept. Kitchen has lots of cabinets and counter space, and a breakfast bar open to the formal dining area. Formal dining space has patio doors leading out to the back. There are 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, all on the main floor. Master bedroom has a master bathroom with double sinks. Main floor laundry coming in from the garage. Lower level has a 3rd bathroom with a whirlpool tub and a separate shower. 4th bedroom, craft room, and a family room with a fun bar area separated with a double-sided fireplace. Attached double garage and an extra concrete pad to park a camper at 605 North G Street. At 900 South 12th Avenue. We have a brick ranch-style home. Cute kitchen has neat tile backsplash, under cabinet lighting, and stainless steel appliances, including a range with double ovens. Laundry is located right off the kitchen. There's 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on the main floor. Custom blinds in the kitchen and living room. Lower level has a family room, 3rd bathroom, and 2 more bedrooms, and lots of storage. New carpet in the family room, patio area in the back, underground sprinklers, and located on a quiet street at 900 South 12th Avenue. At 238 North 17th Avenue, this house sits on a very large lot. Large kitchen with lots of cabinets and counter space. Appliances are staying with the home. There's 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom located on the main floor. Then the laundry is located off of the kitchen. Upstairs has 2 more bedrooms and 2nd bathroom. Basement has a family room and lots of storage. Enclosed breezeway coming in from the oversized double garage. It's an all-electric home. Home is larger than it appears at 238 North 17th Avenue. In Callaway, we have a very well-kept home at 203 West Monroe Street. Very nice kitchen with lots of cabinets and counter space. The appliances are staying with the home. Large living room with windows across the front. 2 bedrooms and a full bathroom on the main floor. Main floor laundry coming in from the attached garage. The washer and dryer are also staying with the home. Lower level has family room, a non-conforming 3rd bedroom, a 2nd bathroom, and lots of storage and other possibilities. There's a beauty shop. It's located to the back of the garage that is heated and cooled with its own unit, and it also has a half bathroom. This room could easily be changed into a home office. The metal roof was new in 2018. This home sits on a large lot with underground sprinklers. It's a ranch-style home at 203 West Monroe Street in Callaway. Also by Callaway, we have an acreage at 42474 Callaway Road. Very peaceful sitting with the South Loop River running right through this property. This home has a large living room, office space, kitchen, dining room, large main bathroom and whirlpool tub, and a separate shower. Main floor laundry located in half bathroom, 2 bedrooms, sun porch, and a storage basement. There's a Lester 30 by 40 metal building with 3 overhead garage doors. Other outbuildings include a chicken house, older garage, open front lean-to building, and a 30 by 40 hoop building with concrete fittings. There are 2 corrals with alleyway and squeeze chute, several hydrants and automatic waterer, 6-inch well with irrigated acres. This acreage is secluded with 23 plus or minus acres. This is a very rare find at 42474 Callaway Road. By Berwyn at 79360 Drive, we have another acreage. It's 1.99 acres. It's a 1992 modular home. There's 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Master bedroom has a master bath, formal dining area, large kitchen with breakfast bar, main floor laundry, lots of fresh paint, all new waterproof flooring, country living within 10 miles from Broken Bow at 79360 Drive 448 Berwyn. Then by Myrna at 43254 Dale Cemetery Road, we have another home in the country. Lots of room in this 1.5-story home with original woodwork and hardwood floors under the carpet. Formal dining space, this neat open staircase, and a pocket door leading into the living room. Living room also has a pocket door leading to the master bedroom. There's a back porch off of the kitchen, main floor laundry. There are 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom on the main floor, and upstairs has 4 more bedrooms. This property has a 54 by 84 Morton building with concrete floor and 14-foot tall garage doors. This home is sitting on 6.3 plus or minus acres located a quarter mile off of Highway 2. Location at 43254 Dale Cemetery Road, Myrna. And then by Ocano at 43408 Road 779, this acreage has 1.6 acres. It's a nice sized living room with picture window. Main floor has 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. Upstairs has a possibility of 3 more bedrooms. Main floor laundry, a 30 by 22 detached garage with attached 22 by 15 carport. It is a project home with lots of possibilities at 43408 Road 779, Ocano. I think that sums it up for this week, but I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. LA School Board votes today on mandatory vaccines for students 12 and up. Mom Virginia Escamilla thinks it's a good idea.
I think it gives me assurance that the people around my kids, the people around us, are doing their part to try and stop this virus.
President Biden's expected to release a revamped COVID strategy today. CBS's Nancy Cordes at the White House.
This recent surge of cases, the White House concedes, could endanger the economic recovery, especially now that some of the protections the president supported have expired, like increased unemployment benefits and that eviction moratorium.
Gains and losses a week and a half after Hurricane Ida. New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell.
The city of New Orleans is no longer under curfew.
But another 11 people in the state have died, their deaths tied to a lack of power and the sweltering heat. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. The U.S. job market is full of opportunities to work, but many companies are having trouble finding people to fill vacancies. There was a record-setting 10.9 million jobs available in July, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Among the fields with most openings, healthcare, social assistance, finance, and the service industry. Despite the large number of jobs available, there were only 6.7 million hires in July. Although companies are looking for workers, any potential employees are staying away. Analysts say concerns about the COVID-19 pandemic and childcare availability are among the factors why some people are not applying for jobs. An eastern Nebraska man is facing charges after police say he threatened to shoot up a hospital in Hastings. Hastings police say 61-year-old Ricky Collins of Fullerton was arrested by Nebraska State Patrol Tuesday night. The arrest came after threats made over the phone to Mary Lanning Healthcare earlier in the day. The police say he was upset because he was not allowed in to see a patient. Mary Lanning Healthcare locked down the hospital Tuesday afternoon because police said the threats were deemed credible. The lockdown was lifted several hours later after an arrest was made. Collins has since bonded out of jail with a condition that he has no contact with the hospital. Several votes on tougher wind energy regulations by the Gage County Board Wednesday made it nearly impossible for wind energy developer to propose a wind farm in the northern part of the county. Supervisor Emily Haxby proposed several changes to draft recommendations sent to the board recently by the county's Planning and Zoning Commission. Among those, setting wind tower setbacks from non-participating entities at 1 mile from the property line and setting a 3-mile setback from villages, churches, or schools. A 1-mile setback was recommended from any federal, state, and local recreation areas. Haxby, who represents constituents in northern Gage County opposed to wind development, handed out a list of changes she would like to see adopted, and the board discussed them for over 3 hours.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Brian Fenley.
A big win for Team USA men's soccer in World Cup qualifying as they score 4 goals in the second half, overcome a 1-0 deficit at the half to beat Honduras. As far as baseball is concerned, the Padres had a huge second inning.
Here's the pitch to Frazier. That kicks away. High hop over towards the Padre on deck area. Tatis scores. Hosmer rounds third. He will now retreat. And I guess that was the only thing missing on the bingo card. A wild pitch to bring home the 6th run of the night.
The Padres radio network 8 runs in the second inning for San Diego as they win against the Angels 8-5. The Cardinals hold off the Dodgers 5-4. LA drops to 2 games back of the NL West leading Giants. San Fran beat the Rockies 7-4. The Brewers steer clear of the Phillies 4-3. Eduardo Escobar had that key home run. Jason Hayward had a walk-off jack as the Cubs win against the Reds.
Here's your Weatherology Forecast. Plentiful sunshine in store for today with highs climbing up to 83. Then for tonight, clear and calm, a low of 56. For Friday, trending hotter with lower 90s making a return, still abundant sunshine. For Saturday, a blend of clouds and sun reaching a high of 86. Slight chance for a shower Saturday night, but partly sunny on Sunday in the upper 70s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Are you a true crime superfan? Join award-winning 48 Hours correspondent Aaron Moriarty on the My Life of Crime podcast. Named the 2021 Digiday Best Podcast, each episode pulls you straight into the investigations, including a New York City after-party gone horribly wrong, a cold-blooded teen killer looking for a retrial, and more. Season 3 coming this fall. Follow My Life of Crime on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers built for business with Windows 10 Pro. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Succeed anywhere with Windows 10 Pro. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast, free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
8:05 is your time. 46 degrees outside under a clear sky. Kind of hazy sky, though, this morning. Winds are calm. Barometric pressure is falling 1 point off here at this hour at 3010. Humidity at 94%. High yesterday, a very pleasant 83 with an overnight low of our current temperature. At 7 o'clock, we're at 45. We're 46 right now. Sunset at 7:59. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:14. Stay tuned. The Ray Hunt commentary that he pays for will be coming up in just a little bit. But we wanted to talk rodeo for a few moments here with Travis Gary. Good morning, Travis. How you doing?
Good morning. Great. How are you guys?
We're good. We're good. Glad you could come in. We're going to talk high school rodeo here. And I know you want to thank some people. That's on the top of your list today. But
yes.
Talk about the rodeo itself a little bit. When it's happening, how many kids will be into the competition, some of those sorts of things, if you would.
Well, it's going on this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. The indoor arena will start at 8 o'clock in the morning each day, and that'll host the barrels, poles, and the goat tying. And then at 9 o'clock, we will start in the outdoor arena, and it will have the steer wrestling, calf roping, saddle bronc, bareback. That'll be in the morning. In the afternoon, when the girls get done in the indoor, they will move over, and then we'll do the breakaway roping and the team roping. After that, it'll be done, and we'll start it all over again tomorrow or on Sunday. The same format, everything. There's going to be about 200 contestants that come in each day, and there'll be about 500 entries each day during the event. So we hope to be having this thing start about 8 o'clock in the morning with the girls, and we hope to be done by 3:30 every day.
That's rolling right along, Brent.
It is. I've got a question for you. Yeah. This, of course, is the fall season for high school rodeo. Yeah, the national finals over the summer, which was in Lincoln, which was fantastic. Having
it was amazing
in the state of Nebraska. Did you enjoy not having to drive like clear across the country?
Yes,
that had to be fun. My question is on the points. Now that we're in the fall season, are kids already accumulating points for when they even go into the summer? And do these count toward the state points and making it to nationals now? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. The kids have been going for the last 4 weekends. Every Saturday and Sunday they've been competing for the last 4 weekends. We have this weekend and next weekend, and that will end our fall season.
Okay.
They've been accumulating points to try and get qualified for our state finals. They take the top 30 contestants in each event to the state finals, and then after that, then they'll take at the state finals the points they got from the fall and the spring and at the state finals will all accumulate together, and your top 4 point earners will go to the national high school finals.
All right, so these points that they're accumulating now carry over into next year, into the spring, toward the state finals.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
So each one of these performances they go is very critical to each one of these kids, and there is some high athletic individuals and put lots and lots of time and practice in for this. And we got kids coming from the eastern side of the state and from the western side of the state. I mean, they're all over the state of Nebraska coming in here to compete. And I mean, it's just going to be a fantastic weekend. We got great stock, great competitors, some of the best sportsmanship you'll see throughout anything. I mean, you'll have kids that will be competing, and then they'll turn around and they'll go help their best friend to try and beat them in the same event they're in. I mean, it's an event that you just don't see very often.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful thing about rodeo, just covering it off and on over the years. That particular piece really stands out with rodeo,
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, we're all like a family. I mean, we all want to beat each other, but at the end, we're all a family, and this is what we do. I mean, we all get along great together.
Yeah. And you're willing to drive day and night to get to the next rodeo and do all of those things that rodeo requires, right?
Yeah, you have kids that are playing football tomorrow night, and they got to drive all night long. We had kid that played in Shadron last week, and they had to go to Nelson, Nebraska. That's a 8-hour drive. If you can do the math, it's not very much time for Dad to sleep. But
no kidding. But if you're there, you love it, and it takes a lot to put one of these on. You're talking 200 contestants, 500 events, and to roll through that by mid to late afternoon is pretty phenomenal, but it takes a lot of volunteers.
Yes, we have a lot of great volunteers, and I mean, it doesn't just happen with one person. I mean, you got to have great people that come in and sort cattle, open gates. People think, oh, it's just opening a gate. No, you got to be in a certain spot at the right place and to make the flow of everything run. If it wasn't for all these volunteers and these sponsors, this thing wouldn't even come close to happening. I mean, and that's why I wanted to come on and just thank everybody for all this. I mean, this year the Custer County Tourism Board gave us a $5,000 grant to get us saddles and awards for to bring in contestants, and we have the biggest rodeo of the year so far, and we typically always do because of the awards and stuff that we give away here at ours. So wanted to thank the Custer County Tourism Board. Some of our sponsors are the Arrow Hotel, Bonfire, Pearson Physical Therapy, Pearson Construction, Ideal Realty, Trotters, Vitalix. I mean, it's just Evans Feed, Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Power Solutions, Acres Equipment, Shelter, Sargent Irrigation, Atkins Performance Horses, and Botax. I mean, that's just our gold and silver sponsors. I mean, there's a lot more that go in that, and we appreciate every single person that helps with this sponsor. Casey and I mean, you guys are great to help us every time we need something. You guys help us out as much as possible, and we appreciate the Custer County area. Well, it's fun to be just a part of it, and then to know what goes on out there. You described it so well. Really high competition amongst friends and family. Who wouldn't want to help support that? I mean, it's a great event, and on the business side, the community really benefits from bringing that many people to town. Right, and I mean, these people when they're here, the nice part is, and this is why I try to get it done so quick. We get done at 3:30 on Saturday afternoon. They can go watch the Huskers play football somewhere uptown. They can go eat dinner. They can go shop at some of the places. So it's not just that we're trying to get done so we can get out of there, and I'm trying to get it done so our people can go up and go help out. Yep, go grab something to eat, one of the restaurants, and it's fantastic. So when the rodeo starts, is there a fee for people to come and watch? No, it is absolutely free. You can come on up and you can sit in the grandstands out in the outdoor, or you can go in the indoor and you can go watch that in their little grandstands they got there. So, I mean, it's absolutely free. And I'm not 100% for sure on what we got going on exactly, but tomorrow morning in the outdoor arena, we're going to have something special to pay tribute to because it's September 11th. So we're going to have a little special tribute on tomorrow. Okay, very good. Concessions and everything there. And yep, there's going to be a concessions trailer there. Smoking Hot will be out there. It'll be on the west side of the grandstands on the cement pad. All right. So we got everything that you need. Come on out and support these kids in something that they love to do. Yeah, it's fun to watch. And, learning how to win, and then maybe more importantly in rodeo, learning how not to come in first because, fifth is really good. I mean, just having some success in rodeo is rewarding, but they're all shooting for the top. Yes. I mean, like I've always told my kids or anybody I ever help, just getting points. If you get third, fourth, and fifth every week, that's points, and it's paying off to get to the end goal is trying to get to nationals. If you get points every time, it's just great. So be consistent, and that's what these kids are trying to do, is just be consistent to get to the next level, which is college. And yeah, fantastic. Travis, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, guys. All right, the rodeo this weekend at the Custer County Fairgrounds, high school at the highest level, and there's no charge to go watch. So take it in and go out and enjoy it. And again, if you see some of these sponsors, thank them for helping with the high school rodeo. Thanks again. Yep, thank you. We'll take a time out. We'll come back with commentary paid for by Ray Hunt.
Fall may be around the corner, but it's not too late to cap off your summer by upgrading your account with Bruning Bank. Enroll in Premier Checking and earn interest on your account. Earn a higher rate of interest by completing simple tasks that are already a part of your banking routine, such as using your debit card and logging into online banking. If you miss a test, you still earn interest for the month. If you have an account with us or not, enrollment is quick and easy. Visit BruningBank.com or stop by to learn more and get started today. Rates vary by tier. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Gather round, boys, it's action time, and now we're on. Now 300, now 75, now 9, now 9, now 9, now 9, now 9, now 9. Sold.
Get your listings in now for a machinery consignment auction Saturday, October 2nd from Dave Davis Auction Service. For proper advertising and to get your items on the flyer, get your consignments in by Monday, September 13th. For more info, go to davedavisauction.com or call 872-6413.
See you at the auction, boys.
On September 11th, 2001, America witnessed one of the worst terror attacks on U.S. soil. Thousands of lives were lost that day as 4 passenger jets were hijacked. This Saturday, we take a step back in time as we remember those who we lost and honor those who sacrificed themselves to save others. Join us on KCNI 1280 AM and 96.3 FM beginning at 8 a.m. for a special 9/11 memorial broadcast that will feature a timeline of events, audio clips from 2001, Where Were You local interviews, and moments of silence as we turn the clock back 20 years to the day that changed America forever.
This commentary is paid for by Ray Hunt. This program was not created in the KCNI KBBN studios and does not necessarily represent the views or policies of Custer County Broadcasting.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This audio from Colin Noir on 5 ways to keep kids safe with a gun in the home is brought to you and paid for by Ray Hunt.
Recently, I came across a story about a woman who was killed by her toddler when the toddler found her gun and accidentally shot her.
A young mother killed on a Zoom call after her child got a hold of a loaded handgun and shot her. It's what brought Romaine Gale out to Altamont Springs PD to get a gun lock for himself.
Just in case my 2-year-old tried to pick my weapon up when it's at home by the bed or anything.
Police say the gun that was used to shoot and kill 21-year-old Shemaiah Lynn was owned by her boyfriend. The gun wasn't properly secured, which helped it fall into the hands of a toddler.
Stories like this have always bothered me because they're so incredibly preventable. However, keep in mind these types of events are rare. There are roughly 430 unintentional gun deaths every year, with the rate being highest for ages 10 to 29. So technically, it's even lower for kids because last I checked, 18 is considered an adult. That said, here are a few ways to keep your kids safe from guns in your home. Keep your guns in a quick access portable safe. As far as I know, Massachusetts is the only state that requires that all firearms be stored with a lock. However, the gun control lobby, along with the anti-gun states like New York and California, are constantly always trying to pass safe storage laws under the guise of child safety. I do not agree with laws that mandate you keep your guns locked up, and I did an entire video explaining why, which I'll put a link to somewhere in this video. There's no point in having a gun if you can't get to it quickly when you need it. There are a number of portable quick access safes that will make it incredibly easy to get to your gun quickly while also keeping them away from your kids. I have a few big safes where I keep all of my gun collection for general storage, but these are not quick access because I can't always keep these type of safes at arm's reach. However, I do have smaller safes like this Vaultec LifePod and Vaultec VT10 series that are secure, quick access, and portable. I can literally place these safes anywhere in my home. I can get to my gun quickly by using either the number pads or fingerprint. The safe can even alert you when you're not around, but one of your kids are trying to get into it. If you travel with your gun and your kids are with you, that's when you can bring something like this LifePod. It's light enough to put into your suitcase, but secure enough to keep whatever gun is in the safe out of the reach of your children. Long story short, you can keep your gun at arm's reach while still keeping it away from your kids. Shameless plug. I sell these exact safes and portable cases on my website, and I'll put a link to them in the description section of this video. Call me biased, but there isn't a better case or safe on the market, if you ask me. 2, take your kids shooting. Taking your kids shooting only really works with older kids. There is something to be said about teaching your kids about guns and taking them shooting that removes the natural curiosity most kids have about guns so that when they do come across one, it's nothing new. And thus, they have no real desire to do anything with the gun when they see one. Taking your kids shooting also gives them a personal experience with what a gun is capable of, and thus they develop a healthy respect for how dangerous mishandling a gun can be. 3, teach your kids the 4 rules of gun safety as soon as realistically possible. Everyone should know the 4 rules of gun safety by heart. Even more so, every kid who can physically operate a gun should know the 4 rules of gun safety. You can Google it. Clearly, teaching the 4 rules of gun safety to a toddler is silly. Then again, some parents force their newborns to listen to Beethoven, hoping it makes them smarter. But to a child who is old enough to comprehend consequences, teaching them the 4 rules of gun safety is a must. Even if you don't have a gun in your home. Say what you want about the NRA, but they have a great program called the Eddie Ego program that does a great job teaching kids not only the 4 rules of gun safety, but what they should do if they see a gun.
Looks just like the ones on TV. And in my video game.
Stop! Don't touch. Run away. Tell the grown-ups.
What's taught in this program honestly should be mandatory for all children. 4, buy a double-action gun with a safety and keep the gun unchambered. Look, if you're someone that absolutely refuses to lock your guns up in any way and your kids are too young to teach gun safety to, you should at bare minimum make sure that the guns that are out in the open have a heavy double-action trigger with a safety and don't have a bullet in the chamber. If your kids are older, this won't work. But if your kids are younger with little to no real hand strength or working knowledge of guns, they likely won't know how to disengage the safety. And if they do happen to disengage the safety, they likely won't have the hand strength to rack the slide and or pull the heavy double action trigger. Personally, I'm not a fan of this option at all, but it is better than nothing, but I don't like it. Last but not least, do it all. Take your kids shooting, teach them the 4 rules of gun safety, make sure your guns have heavy double action triggers and keep them in a portable safe. In a perfect world, anytime a child got their hands on a gun when they're not supposed to, the gun would magically become inert. However, in the real world, our best weapons against accidental gun deaths involving children are education and or storing your firearms in such a way that they don't have access to them.
22 minutes past the hour of 8. Stay with us after this break. We're going to visit with James Klang, who's in the studio with us now, and he's brought in a very special guest that I think will be familiar to many of you. And so we'll visit with them coming up right after this.
Hi, Jodine from Beaubouterie. Thank you again to all who stopped by to help us celebrate our 20-year anniversary. We had a blast. Here are our prize winners. $100 gift certificates, Sue Stevenson, Viking, Jerry Scott, Atrex, Joyce Richardson, Clark's, Marissa Ritter, Merrill's, Faye Beaumont, Teva Women's, Deb Hostick, Teva Men's, Rex Taylor, and Twisted X, Mary Miller. Congratulations! The fall shoes are arriving, so come see us at Beaubouterie.
Are you experiencing any of these symptoms? Numbness or weakness in your hand, arm, foot, or leg? Problems with walking and balance, neck or back pain, pain or cramping in legs when you walk or stand for long periods of time. This could be spinal stenosis, which is the narrowing of the spaces in your spine. Dr. Hackle can help with the Cox technique, which is safe, gentle, and it gets results. Head to backboneofhealthcare.com or call 870-2171 to set up your evaluation with Backbone of Healthcare.
And we're back on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Again, as we mentioned, we have James Klang in the studio with us now with Klang Financial. James, good morning.
Good morning.
It's great to see you. Good to have you here in the studio.
Good to see you. And I noticed Dave's not here this morning. He was just here earlier than I came in, and then he walks out. Now, I'm starting to get a complex.
Well, listen, I want to explain something to you, okay, so that don't take this the wrong way. Here's the way this goes. I think the last few times Dave has been gone, and then I think before that I was gone.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. We just feel so comfortable with you. When we know you're coming in, we know that you can fill in.
You guys can take a break.
Exactly. That's how good you are.
Oh, my gosh. It's getting deep in here. I do love that TV behind you, though.
Yeah,
Win
hey, make sure you get registered to win that. Don't you think that's a pretty good picture?
It is. Very nice.
Yeah.
That Samsung does a great job.
Yeah. Hey, you have brought a special guest with you this morning.
I did. You know, this is September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. And so I thought I'd bring in special guest. She was a New York Life agent for close to 25 years here in Custer County, and is a legend not only in the life insurance field, but in many others. I have Molly Woodward here with me this morning, so welcome.
Good morning, James, and thank you. And good morning to you.
It's great to see you, Molly. Thanks for coming in.
I appreciate the offer. Very much so.
So this morning we're going to talk about, did you have anything in particular you wanted to go through or talk about, Molly?
Probably not particular, except I've often thought about life insurance when people think that I don't need life insurance. I'm well, I'm healthy.
Yeah.
It is definitely, there's a living benefit from it, which I have many, many clients now that are taking advantage of that.
Oh, yeah. So the cash value that builds up
Absolutely.
in retirement, they can start taking out on a tax-free basis. That's a huge benefit.
Absolutely. When they don't need the death benefit as much, they maybe don't, their mortgage is paid for, kids are doing fine. Why not use it yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
But it was there earlier if needed.
Yeah. Something bad happens, and we all know people that have passed away way too early, and so that's why we need it.
That's absolutely true.
If anybody out there can think of somebody that's has met their demise too early, did they have life insurance, and what did it mean? And it's huge. I got some statistics here, why people buy life insurance and why people don't buy life insurance. I thought I'd go through that. Is that all right?
Yeah, absolutely. Please do.
Okay, so let's see if this applies to anybody out there. Why people get life insurance: to cover burial and final expenses. Common sense. I mean, that's why you get it. So 83% of people who get it, that's one of the reasons why they get it. Another reason why people get life insurance is to help replace income from a wage earner that passed away. It's huge. 68% of the people out there get life insurance because of that. Now, if your main wage earner in your household, if you thought about your situation, if they weren't there and that income was not there, how would your life change? Good question to ask yourself.
Drastically.
For many, it would, yeah. Number 3, why people buy life insurance: to transfer their wealth or leave an inheritance.
And you see
63.
that come into effect many times with taxes, things that need to be done have to be paid.
Yeah. Well, and considering, I don't know if anybody's paying attention to what Congress has down the pipeline, but that's going to be a big factor coming if it does push through Congress. We could be seeing higher estate taxation, and so life insurance has always been a tool to help mitigate that tax burden on the next generation. So we may be seeing more of that life insurance tool used in that arena coming down.
It's money.
It's, liquid. And here's another thing a lot of people don't realize, and I'm sure you've come across this dozens of times, Molly. When someone is sitting down in front of you after losing a loved one and you're presenting that check, and they ask, so how much taxes do I have to pay on this? And the answer is?
None.
None. Life insurance benefits are tax-free. It's huge. It's a huge way to leave on a legacy to the next generation, and immediate liquidity, too. So that provides immediate cash for the family to pay for final expenses or whatever needs to be paid for, living expenses for the next several years. So,
well, this is Life Insurance Awareness Month.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, it's just great to have Molly here because Molly sold me my very first life insurance policy.
Wow. Nice.
And that wasn't yesterday.
No,
either.
that wasn't yesterday. But it was a policy that accumulated cash value. James, I've worked with you and have tapped into that, which has been extremely helpful in certain areas. And then when I became a dad and a husband, Molly met with me again because my life had changed. So we had to do some different things. Now I'm getting older. I've made an appointment to meet with James in a couple of weeks because my life is changing. And that's what you guys go through, right? I mean, you meet with people because as every day goes by, our needs and everything change, and the way in which we need to take care of others in our family changes. So I'm sure you deal with that a lot, right? I mean, doing a review is very important, I would think.
It is key.
Extremely.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So you were almost 25 years in the business. How many times did you meet with clients?
Tried to meet every year.
Yeah.
Either hopefully face-to-face, which is not always possible. But every year we tried to absolutely make contact with, to see if there were changes, to see if they... I had one gentleman, I remember, when we first met with him, he knew exactly how much he needed. He knew what his taxes, he knew what this would be. And when we met with him next year, he knew exactly how much more he needed because he knew what his responsibilities were. That happened at 5 years in a row. And I guess I can say I'm very proud of that because he, well, I can't go into everything, but it was very well put. He knew exactly where he was. Everybody isn't that way. They don't realize a lot of the things that they are going to face because they're working. They're doing a lot of other things. They're not thinking about that. We care about people.
Well,
you're trying to make sure that they're taken care of.
And most people are experts at the field that they're working in.
Absolutely.
And so they rely on an expert in life insurance field or the financial field or the banking field or whatever field they need help in. They rely on that person to be the expert. And not everybody is in that position like that client that knows exactly what they need.
Very rarely.
Rarely do people know what they need and why they need it. A lot of people, and this goes into the reasons why people don't buy life insurance, they think it's too expensive. And when you sit down with them and explain to them there's different kinds of life insurance, and here's a kind of life insurance that is very inexpensive, a lot of people overestimate the cost by 3 to 4 times. And when you show them how much it actually does cost, they're like, wow.
And what is the future?
Yeah. I wish I knew this earlier. I would have got it a long time ago.
Something I always thought about, too, is, you have an event happen. You need some money. You go into the bank. What are they requiring? A lot of
financial
paperwork,
statements,
a lot of things.
Taxes.
You can call your agent, and you can have that within a week with no obligations when you're able to pay it back. Now, there is an interest rate, but when you're able to pay it back, you haven't hurt your policy.
Yeah.
And you haven't mortgaged your house to the bank.
Yeah.
You have instant cash if needed.
Yeah.
Not a wise thing unless absolutely.
Yeah, well, I think I've shared this before. I have clients that flip homes, and they funded their life insurance policy. And when they found a home that they want to flip, they take money right out. They don't go to the bank. They have cash sitting there. They pay cash for the house, flip it, sell it, refund their life insurance, take the profits, live on that until they find their next home to flip. And they completely bypass the bank. They're their own banker. That's a huge benefit. And that all falls under the 7702 rule with the IRS. And another reason why it's important to go to an agent that knows what they're doing. And one thing I like about New York Life is they train their agents. They have the best training in the entire industry when it comes to life insurance. So if you want to cut to the chase and go to someone that knows what they're doing, find a New York Life agent, whether it's here or somewhere else. They'll know. Right now, Jacob Holcomb's in our office, and he's in his second year. And of 3 that he's going to have training in this field. And it doesn't stop. I just took a test yesterday for more life insurance stuff and investments, but it doesn't stop when you're in this field. You have to keep learning. But Jacob is right in the midst of it, and he's getting a wealth of information when it comes to the life insurance field. So,
I did not go to college. I went a semester, and that wasn't. When the manager, what's he called?
Managing partner.
Partner, okay. He wanted Ronnie and I to take the test and whatever. I did not want to. That wasn't in my future.
Yeah.
But after much persuasion, I did, and thankful very much for that. I said something, well, I just got a high school education. And he said, when you get finished, you will have a degree.
Yeah.
And he is right. The training you just mentioned, every month I went to Omaha and spent a day learning, and you had it all the time. We didn't have the computers like you do now.
Makes it a lot easier.
However, New York Life did buy my first computer. But it's something that you don't go to school, but you do get the education.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and that's huge because we use that to help our clients, educate them, and that's the main thing. Making sure everybody that comes through that door is educated on what they can do, what they have, and they leave with more information, more knowledge, and better able to help themselves. And that's one of our goals.
And you have a support group there. If you run up against something that you don't know, you've got oodles and oodles of support group.
Well, even here in town, there's a lot of life insurance agents here in town, and we all work together to help our clients. And that's great, and I love that about living here in Broken Bow.
Small community.
Another reason why people don't get life insurance is that they have other financial priorities. We've all faced that in life. And the last one is they're unsure how much or what type of life insurance they need. And that's why it's so key to sit down in front of an agent that knows all about life insurance, that is well educated in it, knows what they're talking about, and is able to help you in your situation. Because Brent, your situation, like you said, 20 years ago is different than it is today, but it's also different than your neighbor down the street. And so it's huge that someone knows what they're talking about, what's available to you, and what it can do to help you.
Well,
pay yourself first, and you will get your bills paid. But you'll also get you paid.
Yeah.
But if you pay all the bills first and everything, you'll find out there's
never
not enough at the end of the month.
That's right.
Yeah. As we talk, I can't help but think back to when I was just a young person and fresh out of college, and there was, for me, and I know much better now, but way back in that time of my life, I think there was a stigma in regards to life insurance, because it was like, okay, I get life insurance. Well, if I don't pass away before the policy runs out, then I just wasted all that money. And that is so far from the way it really is. And it goes right back to what you guys have mentioned. There are, there's a term policy, which can be very important because you never know what the future is going to hold. But there are other types of policy that do different things too.
Yeah, well, and the term insurance, like I said, is really inexpensive, and a lot of people don't know that, especially younger people that aren't, they educate themselves in the field that they are working in. They don't you can't educate yourself in everything.
We're all that way.
Yeah, and it's not normal not to know everything, but it's good to sit down in front of someone that does know about that particular field. And so I would encourage everybody out there, if you've never thought about life insurance or been hesitant or didn't know, or just call an agent up and ask them, hey, can I sit down with you about life insurance? There should be a systematic process that everybody goes through, and we do out of our office that systematically goes through six different areas to show you how much life insurance you need. There's no cookie cutter out there. And then once we determine how much you need, then we can go through what kind you need. There's different kinds out there. And some, if you don't pass away within a certain amount of time, it was money spent. But it was for peace of mind. At least you knew you were covered. And that counts for something. But then there's others that you can build up that cash value tax-free, on a tax-free basis, which is huge. So that is something I would encourage everybody out there to do, is at least sit down with somebody, educate yourself on it. And I don't know if you have any other stories about maybe the first person you've sold life insurance to, but
I hadn't thought about them. It was a very, very good experience because he had called me, which is unusual in one respect. And one of the things I do regret was my hesitation to approach friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of had the idea of, they know what I do, but that is not what your friends and family are the most important.
And a lot of them are waiting for you to ask them.
I think you're right.
And once you ask someone and invite them in, most of the time they want to talk. They've probably been on their mind, but like I said, priorities or life just is busy, and it takes someone like me or you to say, hey, look, come into my office and let's just talk about that. And most people are willing to do that. I was going to share a story about one of the first life insurance policies I wrote. And I don't know how much more time we got, Brent, but
no, go ahead.
One of the first ones I wrote, it was a young family, friends of ours, and it was one of those things. I just asked them, hey, can I sit down with you and share with you what I do? And they said, oh, sure, we're fine, though. And they didn't have a lot of money. They're 4 kids. They're working hard. But I shared with them what I do, and we went through the systematic process and found out how much life insurance would be good for their family. And they were sure they couldn't afford it. But then I showed them some quotes, and they thought, well, gosh, we have maybe $50, $75 to spare a month, but this is a lot less. So I said, is this important to you? If something bad should happen, where would your family be? So they finally decided, well, let's go for it. It's like $15, $20 a month. It wasn't a whole lot. And
coffee,
yeah. They got the policies, and a year later, she got cancer. She fought it for 5 years, and she eventually passed away. It's a horrible situation, but we can't replace her. The kids can't have their mom back. Physically and emotionally, she's not there anymore. But I was able to provide that check to make sure that their world isn't devastated financially for the next 5-10 years. I still stay in contact with them, but that's the importance of life insurance. We never know.
Yeah, you don't know.
We never know, and just call us. If we don't call you, call us. We're glad to help you.
We can usually find the money. I can recall many times with young couples, they just don't have the money. Well, if you stop and think about it, and many times I would say this, Walmart is breaking you. You go to Walmart, everybody gets something. Well, let's think about it. If we want it, we'll come back next week and we'll see.
Yeah.
Come back next week and we'll see. Do you still think you want it? Whatever. But let's wait another week. Let's wait till we go back. The third time, well, maybe you do need it.
Yeah.
But usually you don't need it. And if you bought it the first time, you don't know where it is in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So you can find the money somehow.
Budgeting. We do a lot of budgeting in our office,
We do a lot of
too,
budgeting,
so.
yes.
Well, who goes to the store and sticks to their list?
Yeah, right.
You know, you're
I know
always
I
pulling.
don't.
You're pulling stuff off the shelf that
And-
I didn't intend to buy this, but
And I really didn't need it.
Yeah, right.
So it's something that...
Yeah, and all these mystery things, especially if you bring kids to the grocery store with you, these
Yeah.
mystery items end up in the basket. And hey, where did this come from? And they click, ding, and it goes across the scanner.
Or to build on that, how much did you spend over the years bribing your kids to be good in the store?
Yeah.
And then you,
that's another one.
And then
Yeah.
and then you spend money you didn't plan on spending because, well, they were good. I told you I was going to get you this.
You just tell them what the consequences are before you go in.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the key. See,
Yeah.
there's wisdom right there.
There you go.
I'll tell you what.
Guys, this has been a great conversation, and you both talked about the invitation to talk. Well, if you're listening, the invitation has been given to you. So
you can
feel free to visit with one of these folks.
You can call us at 872-6810, Kling Financial. Ed is standing by right now to take your calls. You can stop by the office at 940 South D Street. We're right across the street from Nebraska State Bank. And you can reach us online at jamesklang.com.
All right, great. Anything else you guys want to mention before we wrap it up?
No, but I will tell you that my first policy you are servicing right now.
Yeah.
And that has been like 25, 40 years ago.
Wow.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
Yes.
Well, and it's still New York Life, isn't it?
It is.
It's not some
Plus,
other company.
No.
Has been bought or sold. So that's key, too. Go to the company that is going to be there.
Well, I could tell you lots of stories about New York Life and how they have paid. I have one, they didn't even have the company had no record of it. It was a group policy years and years ago. He had a disease when they dropped it or when whatever they did, and he kept his. But the company didn't have any record of it, but he had his papers.
Yeah, and they still paid it.
They paid it. They still absolutely said there's no doubt about it. It's my company.
Yeah.
Oh, the company.
You keep.
There
company
you go.
you keep.
Yep. Guys, thanks so much. Great to visit with you both.
Glad to be here.
It's good to see you.
All right, thanks for listening, folks. We'll continue with more of The Breakfast Show after this.
A great wheat harvest is in the bag when you choose certified seed wheat from Arrowseed. Planting certified seed from Arrowseed ensures high-quality weed-free seed with known germination, known test weight, and known seed count. This, along with Arrowseed's careful conditioning that keeps your drill running smoothly, you're on the way to producing high-profit yields. Call your local Arrowseed dealer or visit arrowseed.com to find the certified seed wheat varieties best for you.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
The Quilting Shack in Broken Bow invites you to join them for a clucking good time with a hen party applique retreat. This awesome time will happen September 18th, 19th, and 20th. Cost is $150, and your lunch on Saturday and Sunday is included. The girls at the Quilting Shack would love to fill you in on the details, but get signed up soon because space in the hen house is limited. This will be a great time for experienced sewers and beginner applique as well. September 18th to the 20th, a hen party applique retreat at the Quilting Shack in Broken Bow.
There are fewer words sweeter in the state of Nebraska than... And Geared for Sports in Broken Bow is ready to help you cheer for the Huskers. New Husker gear arrivals are hitting their racks in men's and women's sizes, perfect for showing your team's spirit. And remember, when you need to gear up for the sports you are playing, visit Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow, open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4.
11 before the hour, you're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Brent in the studio with you. Big thanks to James and Molly for coming in. That was a great conversation to have. And if you have any questions about what they were talking about, please contact Klang Financial. All right, we have a party to go to, a celebration. Wow, 30 years Custer Care Center has been in our community taking care of folks. And so we're going to find out about what they have going on today and just continue to visit about the great things that are continuing to be done at Custer Care Center. So we turn it over now to David J. Burney.
Thank you very much, Brent. Yes, we're at Custer Care live on the radio, just like we were 30 years ago, celebrating the opening of Custer Care. And I have Jeanette Denson with me. Jeanette, how are you?
Great, Dave. Thank you.
You bet. 30 years have passed so quickly.
Yes, I never thought about getting to 30 years.
Here we are. You've got some scrapbooks out, some picture books of memories over the 30 years.
Yeah, and a few of you, you've changed a little since 1995.
Yes. Who is that guy? Hey, you know that shirt? You see that shirt?
Yes.
My wife's wearing that shirt as a round the house shirt now.
Oh, that's good. Keep it in the family and keep it going.
That's a true story. Look at that shirt. My wife was wearing it yesterday.
Yes.
30 years
That's
later.
Great.
Yeah.
That's great. Yes. Some things never change.
So they don't.
They
never change.
And we're okay with that, too.
That's exactly right.
Jeanette, celebration, 30 years. We've talked about this a lot because we kind of did some things together when you first started. And I always go to this because, you know, sometimes when people don't think you can pull something off, it makes you want to pull it off even more.
That's, I think that maybe is it. I'm too stubborn to quit. Yeah, I was telling the girls that I said the first 5 years were horrible, but we were just too stubborn. Most people would have quit.
Yes.
But we were too stubborn to quit.
I agree. And you started down in the little building south of the bowling alley down there in a little. It was a nice little place, a good place to get started. But that's where you got your start.
Yeah, that was a great place just for adult day services. But when we needed assisted living, we needed something else.
Yeah, you've grown, you've learned some things along the way. Some of the things that you did in the beginning you don't do now. Some of the things that you thought you'd never do, you're doing now.
Exactly. That's, you just change with what the need is. You don't know what that's going to be.
Yeah. Well, when I was outside here waiting to come in here, watched the cars going in and out here, dropping people off, picking people up. That's certainly something that wasn't happening when you first started.
No, didn't have a car then, and so now we have 9 cars that are going around, so you never know where they're going to be.
Now, was it you and Barb Kramer that started together?
Yes, we started it.
Hi, Sandy. And you still have some folks that have been with you a long time, and of course you have new people as well.
Yeah, we have some that's been here over 20 years and some that have been here 3 months. So, and we're thankful for those people.
Now we're located
1020 South 2nd.
Which, for folks who don't do addresses like yours truly, I just usually go to the United Methodist Church and to the east of that.
Right.
Yeah. And you have rooms for folks to live in, stay in.
Yes.
And then you pick people up and take them to the doctors. But something else that you do now that you probably didn't dream of back then was going to home care.
Yeah, that was not something that I ever, and had I not gotten a phone call, somebody needing somebody 24 hours a day, I probably would never have done it. Yeah, so, and once we started, it just kept going.
So what are you doing today in honor of the 30th? What's your plan?
Well, we're just hoping people come in, take a tour. We've done some remodeling in some of the rooms, and we'd like to show people, what they look like. We've updated a little through the years, and we're just wanting people to come in and take a look and, enjoy it, look at the pictures, There's pictures from every year from the time we started till now. So come in, take a look, and have fun. Visit with the people.
Visit with the folks. One of the places that I think is enjoyed a lot here is the patio that you have alongside here, a shaded patio that gets a lot of use.
Yeah, it does.
So you can come and just relax if they like and visit.
Yeah, just come and spend a while or a short time or a long time. We don't care.
Just stop in. Congratulations are in order. Now let's look at some of these pictures here and kind of describe them on the radio. You've got...
that was in 1995, and that's when you and Bob Bowles came and played music for an open house.
And that was at the original building.
Right,
And
So then the ones at the beginning are the different kinds of things we started doing when we were trying to get this place open. Like we had a horse show, and we had we just did whatever.
You tried everything.
We did. Whatever brought in a little money, that's what we did. So the first book is kind of all of those things. And, and then, we tried our hand at scrapbooking, so we have a couple of scrapbooks. Not very good scrapbooks.
Well, they're fine. It's got the memories in there. That's what counts.
Yes.
So come in and look at these folks. There's some Red Hatters here, I see.
Yeah. We became a Red Hat group at one point, and so they all made their own red hats and became Red Hatters.
So for a number of years, you, until recently, really, I think, you would have something in the park for Alzheimer's.
Yes.
You did that.
Yeah, we did.
You now have the tractor
ride. It's our biggest benefit that we do for us.
Yeah. And gosh, we did all sorts of things back in the day. I can't remember them all, but we'd usually be along in trouble together on that.
We had a rockathon one time where everybody sat in a rocking chair, and you paid to sit in a rocking chair for so long. And,
we paid they would pay to keep somebody in that chair.
Right. So
we ought to try that again sometime.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and it's not a lot of work.
No, it wasn't. And the people sitting enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. Gosh, a lot of memories here.
Yeah.
So, out of the 30 years, Jeanette, we always learn things when we go along here. What are some of your fondest memories, and what's some of the things you learned?
I think one of the biggest memories that I have, and one of the things that I've done every year from the beginning, is we make sure that we take all the people to cemeteries at Memorial Day, and so that they can put flowers on their loved ones' graves, because a lot of them can't go do that. So we started doing it because of a guy who hadn't visited his wife's grave for 4 years after she'd been gone. And so every year we go to cemeteries, and I mean, that's one of the things. The other thing I think the clients like the most are the mystery trips.
Mystery trips, so they don't know where you're going to go.
They don't know, and the only reason they started getting them called mystery trips, because if I would tell them, well, we're going to go to Comstock today, or, well, I've already been there, I don't want to go there. So we just started calling them mystery trips, and then we go out and we go visit somewhere, and we have lunch somewhere. It may be a picnic, or it might be something just to get people out and about.
Yeah, don't be surprised if you see the van pull up at an event, because you guys kind of watch what's going on, and the folks who want to go out to the fair or in the park or an activity downtown, you'll see you guys pull up with some folks.
Yeah, we like to do those kinds of things because we feel like we should be part of the community, and everybody who lives here should get to stay part of the community.
What originally got you interested in this? How did this, 30 years ago, how did this seed get planted?
Well, it actually, when I went to college, I had no idea. I always wanted to go to college, and so I decided to go to college, had no idea what I was going for. I thought I would do something in wellness or something, but one of my advisors, he was an older guy, and he said, if I were you, I'd start an adult day service. Had no idea what that was. And so with his help and a lot of other people in the state of Nebraska, that's what I started. But yeah.
That's how it got going.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you teamed up with Barb and some other folks. And...
Yeah, Barb was moving back from Hastings, and she needed to do something, and so the two of us started together. So.
Fantastic story. And again, I guess I'm built this way a little bit, and I think you are too. You put some money together, you got some grants, some different things. You struggled here and there.
Oh, yeah.
That first 5 years you said was really difficult.
Probably the first 20 years.
I was going to say, even longer than that. And you have been able to pull this off, and look at what you have here now.
Yeah, well, we hope it's beneficial to everybody, and I think it is. So I still love coming to work. So
that's the key right there.
Yeah, right.
It sure is.
Right.
All right. Well, Jeanette, if you don't mind, I'm going to jump in the kitchen here real quick and harass some people, and then I'll harass some people out here too. Harassing is part of the breakfast show. I'll just ask everyone to introduce themselves.
I'm Pebbles Bray. I'm the activities director.
Your first name again?
Pebbles.
I love that. Pebbles, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So what's the activities today? Kind of a special day.
We are actually making peanut butter Reese bars.
Ooh. I might have to stop back later.
All right, go ahead. Okay. We'll have plenty.
All right, all right. And this hardworking young lady over here?
Shelley Deal, and I'm med aid and cook.
And you're a very familiar face to me. We're somewhere near the same age, aren't we?
Well, I don't know. We went to the same school.
Yeah.
Broken Bow High School.
Yeah, didn't you graduate?
I think you're older. No, I think you're older.
I think you're right. After a while, it doesn't matter, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, I'm Sandy Skillett.
Sandy, so good to see you. You're looking great.
Thank you very much.
What's this facility mean to you?
Well, it's my second home. I've been here the longest of any of the employees. And so at one time I was her boss. Mm-hmm. And now she's my boss.
That works.
Yeah.
That works.
So I'm almost going to start 23 pretty soon.
23 out of the 30.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good morning, Tiffany Glidden.
Tiffany, I see these cars going in and out of here, and I think of you and all of the organizational skills you must have. How's it going?
It's going good, but I am handing that over to somebody else.
Oh, you are?
I think she just left on a transport, but it'll be Loretta Glidden that's taken over the transportation now.
Oh, good, good. And will you stay here, or do you have some other...
Oh, I'm staying here. Okay. I'm not going anywhere.
Good for you. It's a great place, isn't it?
It is,
what
yes.
What will your next responsibilities be?
I will be the administrator.
Oh, my goodness. Congratulations,
Thank
Tiffany.
you.
I think Jeanette's made it a great choice.
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah, and I know that will be, you'll still see her around here because she can't stay away.
No, she won't stay away. We'll welcome her back all the time.
Thanks, Tiffany. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm Laura Price. I live here in town. I'm a medication aide, and I work, most of my job is in homes, in people's homes.
So you're kind of the head, the point for going out and helping people stay in their homes longer.
Yes. I've been here for 19 years, almost 20.
Whoa! So you're good at what you do, and you must like coming to work too.
Oh yeah, I enjoy especially the clients. I love the clients.
Fantastic, boy. 20 years. Mm-hmm. God, you only look like you're 20 right now.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. Jeanette, congratulations on your promotion that you made.
Yes, she's starting officially in January, but and I'm going to be the part-time secretary.
Good for you. Well, hey, when you get when that January date comes, let's go out for coffee because you'll be able to.
I know I can do whatever.
Tiffany will take
and I
care
do
of
that
everything.
already now. So I work. I just come and go, and every day I give her a little bit more. So,
That's fantastic. Great story here, Jeanette. Always love coming and talking to you. Appreciate you having us.
Well, thank you. And we couldn't have done it without you all these years.
It's been fun.
How many times have you been here? Lots.
Lots. And you've been to the station a lot.
Yes.
So appreciate it.
Yeah, we love it. So,
all right.
Thank you.
Little hug there. I'm going to check in with my neighbors here. Before we close, good morning, Judy.
Good morning.
Are you going to be nice?
Name?
My name's Dave.
Oh, good morning, Dave.
I'm your neighbor. You stinker. She's always been a little bit naughty. You know that?
Yeah.
I know. You're across the table from her, so you know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Tell everybody your name.
Mary Paul.
Mary, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
And what's going on over there? Looks like there's some food going down. Just give everybody a holler out there.
Hi, everybody.
Tell them your name.
Margaret.
Margaret.
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Alias Monkey.
Class of 70.
70.
Class of 70. I'll be darned. Well, enjoy your...
I made it through, but it was class of 70.
Classes. We were lucky to graduate. I know that.
I think they just kicked us out.
Yeah, they didn't want to deal with us anymore. We know it. Well, thank you, folks. Thanks for being a part of the breakfast show. And Jeanette, thanks for 30 years of great service.
Thank you very much for coming by.
You bet. We'll send it back to the studio.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. That was great. Yes, a 30-year celebration of Custer Care Center serving our area. 30 years of compassion, community, and care. That's probably the best way to sum it up. And don't forget, they do have their open house to celebrate going on today at the Custer Care Center, 1020 South 2nd here in Broken Bow. That's today from 9 until 4, so from now until 4 this afternoon. Come enjoy some cake, coffee, and punch, and tour their facility at Custer Care Center, again located at 1020 South 2nd. 9:06 is the time. We'll get caught up on some news. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. CBS has just confirmed the Biden administration will require COVID vaccinations for all federal workers and will take away a testing opt-out. In L.A., the school board meets today to consider mandatory vaccines for students 12 and up. Board member Jackie Goldberg.
That's why there isn't measles and mumps and rubella in our schools, because we vaccinate and we require it.
A week and a half after Ida, almost all oil production is still crippled in the Gulf. Energy analyst Phil Flynn.
We're trying to launch operations to go out into the Gulf of Mexico and fix things, but you can't do it if you don't have power. So that's creating a bigger issue.
Look for a jump in gasoline prices. Weekly jobless claims hit a new pandemic low. Bank rates Mark Hamrick.
The decline of 35,000 from the previous week's upwardly revised level puts them at 310,000. Mind you, they were in the low to mid 200,000 range before the pandemic.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
The NFL season kicks off tonight at 8:20 Eastern from Tampa as the Super Bowl champion Buccaneers host the Dallas Cowboys. In baseball action, the Giants have increased their NL West lead to 2 games over the Dodgers with their 7-4 win over the Rockies, and LA's loss to the Cardinals 5-4 St. Louis. Padres scored 8 runs in the second inning to top the Angels 8-5. San Diego sits in that final NL wildcard spot, a game ahead of the Reds, who lost to the Cubs 4-1. Red Sox edged the Rays 2-1, so Boston moves into the top AL wildcard spot with a half-game lead over the Yankees. New York falls into the number 2 AL wildcard spot after losing to the Blue Jays 6-3 Toronto. A's beat the White Sox 5-1. Soccer action, the U.S. men's national team scored 4 goals in the second half to beat Honduras 4-1 in their World Cup qualifier.
Here's your Weatherology Forecast. Plentiful sunshine in store for today with highs climbing up to 83. Then for tonight, clear and calm, a low of 56. For Friday, trending hotter with lower 90s making a return, still abundant sunshine. For Saturday, a blend of clouds and sun reaching a high of 86. Slight chance for a shower Saturday night, but partly sunny on Sunday in the upper 70s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at Reputation Defender.
55 degrees currently at our KCNI KBBN studios. Good to have you with us here on this Thursday. Well, we just got done talking about the special anniversary that they are celebrating at Custer Care Center. That's 30 years. Well, they are going to celebrate an anniversary this week at Brew Baker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, Nebraska. It's their third anniversary, 3 years in business now at Brew Baker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, Nebraska. And they have some special things to celebrate. Through Saturday, the 11th of this weekend, you can receive 20% off merchandise. That's from now until Saturday, the 11th. Some exclusions will apply. And they also encourage you to stop in and register to win a $50 gift certificate to Brew Baker's Coffee House and Gifts. It has become just a real neat destination right there in the heart of Arnold, Nebraska, serving delicious drinks and treats. They do breakfast burritos. They have delicious bagels. They do the wonderful hot drinks, lattes, espressos, coffee, whatever you want, and some great cold drinks, too. They make one of the best smoothies I think there is in all of the area. So swing on in and celebrate with Brew Baker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, Nebraska. They are open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, and open on Saturday as well from 9 until 3. And we encourage you to follow them on Facebook and check out their Facebook page right now for details on their anniversary and to take a trip down memory lane with pictures of how far they have come. You'll find them in Arnold, Nebraska. That's Brew Baker's Coffee House and Gifts. Also, a couple of things coming up being sponsored by the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. It's that time of year for the annual men's and women's steak fry events. Great to have these back this year. And this year, both events are going to be held at the Broken Bow Golf Club, and tickets are now available at the chamber office for these events. We'll start with the ladies' steak fry, which is scheduled for September 13th. Again, this will be at the Broken Bow Golf Club. Social hour beginning at 5:15. They'll start serving dinner at around 6:30. Again, tickets are available through the Broken Bow Chamber office. Feel free to call for more details as well at 872-5691. There's going to be door prizes that they'll draw for. So, ladies, come on out for the steak fry sponsored by the Broken Bow Chamber. That's Monday, September 13th at the Broken Bow Golf Club. And then a week later, it'll be the guys' turn. The men's steak fry is scheduled for Monday, September 20th at the Broken Bow Golf Club. Happy hour, 5:15. Dinner starting at 6:30. Stop by the chamber office, or for more details, call 872-5691. Door prizes will be drawn at the guys' steak fry as well, so some prizes being given away there as well. Cost for tickets for the ladies, it's $25 and then $30 for the men's steak fry. And again, you can get your tickets now at the Broken Bow Chamber office. For more details, feel free to call them at 872-5691. Also, we encourage you to be checking out sandhillsexpress.com, and while you're there, make sure you go to the employment page. We continue to have a lot of job listings being posted right now, and among them, BD. Becton Dickinson and Broken Bow would love for you to be a part of their great team. They offer competitive wages, a team environment, and day one benefits. That's right. When you're hired, the benefits immediately go into effect. Some include health, life, dental, tuition reimbursement, and more. And they're also offering a new hire sign-on bonus right now, which equals $1,000. They pay it out like this: $250 after 30 days, $250 after 6 months, and then $500 more after 1 year of service at BD. You can apply online at bd.com/careers, and you can also attend their open interviews, which they conduct the first and third Wednesdays of each month in Broken Bow. You'll find this full job listing posted for you on sandhillsexpress.com. Just check out the employment page. It's 9:15. We'll continue with more after this.
The Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics encourage you to take time this September 11th to remember those who lost their lives on that tragic day. Each year on September 11th, a moment of silence is held at 8:46 a.m., the time the first plane, American Airlines Flight 11, struck the North Tower of the World Trade Center. 20 years later, we remember the 2,977 lives lost on that day. Our nation owes a debt to its fallen heroes that we can never fully repay. This message brought to you by the Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics.
Dad says Eglin has way too many ATVs and side-by-sides on hand. That means he's ready to make you a good deal. You can check out all of the units online at eglinatv.net. And the guys in the service department are always working hard to keep everyone up and running. Stop in and make Dad give you a good deal at Eglin ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Fortune Faith Oak Ministries invites you to Aim for I Am September 18th and 19th at Ord Carp and Crow Grounds, an outdoor experience for the whole family. Come enjoy casting contests, a cornstalk shoot, water balloon slingshot, dummy roping, aerial archery, 8-foot plinko, a kid-friendly mechanical bull, duck races, and much more. Gates open at 10 a.m. each day with a worship service on Sunday. Guest speakers include Brian Jackson, the world record holder for heaviest vehicle lifted with breath. He is also known as the I Believe guy. Angie Kokas, also known as Spear Huntress Chick, a world-renowned hunter, as well as Scott Mendez, a world champion bull rider and founder of Western Harvest Ministries. Tickets are just $5 a day and can be bought in advance at any of the Trotter Wongo locations. Sponsors include AK Creations Tack and Trailer Sales, Global Animal Products, Agland Electric and Irrigation, Ord's Ace Hardware, and Great Western Bank Ord. September 18th and 19th, Aim for I Am at Carp and Crow Club in Ord. For more information, go to unitetoknow.org or Facebook.
You're listening to KCNI and KBBN Broken Bow, the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Nice to have you with us here on this Thursday morning. We have some more guests coming into the studio, and I think we're going to check in with Dave yet this morning as well, so stay tuned for all of that. I want to direct your attention to a couple of more job opportunities that are being posted right now on sandhillsexpress.com on the employment page. Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership is looking for an individual to work as an infant toddler temporary cook. 40 hours per week is the position. It's in Broken Bow. Starting pay will be $11.36 per hour. You would be purchasing food and preparing meals, be responsible for cleaning classroom, dishes, laundry, etc., and work a minimal time in the classroom with children ages 6 weeks to 3 years old. For an application, contact CNCAP Human Resource Department at 745-0780, extension 0. You can also apply online by going to centralnebraskacap.com. Also, they are looking for a motivated farm ranch employee. Experience is preferred, but willing to train the right person. CDL would be helpful, but it's not required. Competitive pay based on experience with some benefits. This is a year-round position, but could be full or part-time. For more information, call Ron at 308-872-6028. You can also text Ron at 308-870-2785. Again, looking for some farm and ranch help. You can contact Ron if you're interested at 872-6028 or text him at 870-2785. And you can check out the full listing, which is posted for you on sandhillsexpress.com.
GK Wine and Spirits would love to see you walk through their aisles and browse their coolers, holding these deals and more. 18 packs of Busch Light cans or bottles are $13.98. 15 packs of Keystone Light cans are $8.98. Sutter Home Box Wines, 3 liters, $11.98. Handles of 10 High Bourbon Whiskey are $16.98. And save on Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey 750s at $24.98. GK Wine and Spirits, inside the grocery cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
What a better way to get moving this summer than by putting the spring back in your step with a total knee replacement done right here in your hometown. Melham Medical Center is happy to offer the services of orthopedic surgeon Dr. Greg Sextro. Partnering with you, your primary care physician, and Melham Medical Center, Dr. Sextro sees patients right here in Broken Bow for your convenience, avoiding lengthy travel time and keeping you close to home. For an appointment, please call the Melham Specialty Clinic at 872-4157. Melham Medical Center, partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
20 years ago, we witnessed the heroism of police, firefighters, and all the first responders who braved the aftermath of the September 11th terrorist attacks. Today, these heroes still stand ready to protect and preserve the lives of their fellow citizens. On Patriot Day 2021, let's unite in gratitude for these men and women who work so hard to keep our people safe and free.
Brought to you by A1 Auto and Arnold, happy to expand their services to include paint and body repair.
20 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock. We're going to check in with Dave Burney again here this morning. Dave is out and about, so we once again say good morning to Dave.
Thank you very much, Brent. Yes, we are here at the Custer County Courthouse. Quite a sight here. This is the 20th anniversary of 9/11, as you know. There's no doubt about that. And we can remember being here 20 years ago as the Broken Bow schools put on their first presentation and program 20 years ago. And they've done it every year since then. And they are now performing some music. They've had some special speakers that have made presentations earlier. We started about 9 o'clock here today, and it's just been phenomenal. The number of people that are here is outstanding. There's hundreds of people here to watch the presentation right now. Looks like some elementary students are performing some music, and I think if you folks don't mind, I'll just see if I can catch a little of that for you real briefly here, as they have some speaker systems here and really doing a great job here. Try not to speak too much. There's a sample of some of the music that's being played by the music department, choir here, elementary. They also have a small band here. Not really so small. It looks like the high school band is here, and they'll be performing as well. So if you get a chance, stop on by and take this in. Very special presentation in honor of 20 years ago on September 11th, the second major invasion of the United States of America, with the Twin Towers and Pentagon, and no one will ever forget that. Of course, the question asked usually is, where were you on this day, on this coming Saturday, 20 years ago? Back to you, Brent.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. Appreciate that report. And as you've been hearing with some promos that have been running on KCNI and KBBN radio, we'll be bringing you a special radio broadcast of remembering 9/11 of 20 years ago, and you can listen to that on KCNI radio coming up in just a few days. Gavin Higgins has been working on that, and you can catch that on Saturday on KCNI radio. I want to take just a moment and remind you again on what we have coming up sports-wise for you on KCNI and KBBN radio. Got a busy night tonight, another busy one tomorrow. We'll remind you that tonight on KBBN radio, we'll be traveling out to Spalding as Jeremy and Gavin will have the call of tonight's six-man game between SEM and Spalding Academy. Kickoff for the game is at 7 o'clock, and you can hear it live on KBBN Radio. And then yours truly will be up at the Indian Gym tonight. Broken Bow playing North Platte St. Pat's during homecoming week for Broken Bow High. And we'll have the volleyball match for you tonight on KCNI 96.3 FM and on the web at KCNI1280.com. The varsity match scheduled for 7 o'clock tonight, and you can hear it on KCNI Radio. Then tomorrow, the focus will be on football as we will have Broken Bow against Gothenburg on KCNI Radio for the annual homecoming game for the Indians. That'll be coming up with a kickoff at 7 o'clock, and that'll be on KCNI Radio. And then on KBBN, we'll have Ann Summerman against South Loop. All of that coming up tomorrow here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. Have you with us here on this beautiful Thursday morning, and in the studio now with us, ladies and gentlemen, make welcome Matt from Subway. How are you?
Not too bad.
Good to see you.
It's good to be here.
I assume you're staying busy.
Yeah, it's an understatement.
Sometimes there's not enough hours in the day, is there?
Right. I'm supposed to be only working, I'm back to work part-time.
Uh-huh.
I guess 70 hours is part-time.
Part-time for you, huh?
Yeah.
A cut down from the 80 or 90 maybe you would put in? Yeah. Well, hey, it's great to have you here. All right, what's going on with Subway? I know we've been talking about some things that might be coming up. We've talked about kind of the new slicing of the meats, which I assume is going really good for you. Just kind of fill us in with what's happening.
I think everything's going really well with the new choices of meats. I like the thin sliced better. It's got more flavor to it. The rotisserie chicken being back, that's awesome. And then coming up, we have the caramel apple cookie coming.
Really? You don't say?
Yeah. And then we got roast beef coming. I think it's September 15th or October 15th. One of those 2 days.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I have too many dates in my head.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Well, I know for those of right in this area, we're hoping roast beef comes on September 15th.
Right. So am I, because I've been waiting a long time for it.
Yeah. There's just some, I don't know, the Subway Club just tastes so much better when you put roast beef on it.
Right. And then if you take that and take it up another level, you can add bacon.
Oh, bacon makes it better.
Yep. Turkey, ham, and bacon. I mean, that's just perfect.
I know that our good friends that work out in the fields each and every day were, well, not too far away from rotating into that harvest season and everything. And I'm sure that if they need to keep going and keep working, Subway's a great way to feed the crew when they're working, whether it be a box lunch or a party platter or something like that.
Right. Like if you have 15 to 20 guys to feed, box lunch is great. You can order sandwiches. Gets a sandwich in it, a bag of chips, and a cookie. You drive by the guy working in the field, you throw it out the window to him, and you keep driving.
There you go. And they can keep driving and working, too.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good combination. Of course, football is back, so I know a lot of people get together for Husker parties or football parties, whatever, over the weekend, and I know that you guys do a lot of catering when it comes to even cookie platters or you guys do meat and cheese trays too?
Trays.
And the party platters, I know that you do a lot of catering.
Yes, we do a lot of catering. The nice thing about our catering is we have the platters, we have the party subs, box lunches, cookie trays, meat and cheese trays. So we got a wide variety of everything to choose from for whatever occasion you have.
There's still something just fun about the party sub when you come hauling in a big 3-footer or however big you guys make them. But if people want the party sub, they need to kind of call ahead before the event starts, right? Because on the party sub especially, you guys have to kind of make the bread a certain way, right?
Yeah, we have to have a day notice so that way we can braid and bake it. It comes in, we bake it in 1.5-foot sections.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got an hour of retarding time, an hour to cool, and all sorts of stuff just to get it ready.
Yeah, so it takes a while.
Yeah.
Now on the party sub, are they just always made a specific way, or can you kind of dictate or request what you want on it?
Well, every foot of a party sub, you can actually have it a different kind of meat.
Okay.
We only do cold sandwiches on the party subs or platters.
Understandable.
I don't recommend tuna because if you're going to have the sandwich just laying out, the mayonnaise and the tuna, not a good combination laying out all day. But we have a lot of choices, the spicy, the BMT, turkey ham, turkey, cold cut trio.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about how big would you have to get the toaster to toast the party sub?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
That'd be a big toaster. All right, the app I assume is still going good for folks. You can still use the app, and you get special tokens or whatever that you can redeem through the app, right?
Right. Ordering on the app, or even coming into the store if you have the app on your phone. You can bring up your app and get your phone scanned, and you can get your tokens for coming through the line.
Okay.
For every $1 you spend, you get 4 tokens. You get 200 tokens, you get $2 off. And then the app recognizes what you spend your money on and sends you coupons through the app for what you usually eat.
Yeah. We always talk about sandwiches, obviously, at Subway, but you guys really offer a lot beyond that. You've got the wraps now. I think a lot of people still use the flatbread to make their sandwiches, and you got the pizzas, so you offer a great variety.
We have a nice variety of stuff, and everybody seems to be happy when they leave. So.
Yeah, well, there's always a line when I show up to get my Subway. I guarantee you that. So, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. It's kind of become a tradition for me now. I get a sub sandwich before I go up to call the ball game on Friday night. So I'll see you tomorrow.
It's a good trend.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I tell you what, we've since I started that trend, we've been winning a lot. So I don't want to stop the trend.
Right. Yeah. Don't stop whatever you've been doing.
That's
Keep
right.
it going.
All right. Hours. Have we changed hours a little bit going into the fall or not?
Right now, we're a little short-staffed. We're still looking for some help. So we are only open from 9 to 9 every day. Sunday, we are open from 11 to 7.
Okay. You mentioned the help. Best to just swing in and get an application? Can they apply online, or how does someone do that?
You can apply online, or you can stop in and fill out an application, and Ellen will give you an interview.
Okay. And I'm sure that Ellen would be willing to work with you, too, if you're not necessarily able to work every day or just a few hours. I'm guessing she'd still like to talk to you.
Right. If you can only work 1 or 2 days a week, we still might have a spot for you.
All right.
That gives those that have a full-time job a day off. So
yeah, that's always nice to have, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but...
Well, you're cut back to 70 hours a week now, Matt.
Right.
So anything else you want to mention about Subway before we let you go?
Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today. Come in and get a sandwich. Go have a sandwich in the park.
I'd say that would be a perfect plan. All right. Well, we'll let you get back at it. Appreciate you swinging in and talking to us here in the studio. Glad you were available to do that.
Right. I had to kind of move to get here.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you coming in. We always enjoy seeing you.
Thanks.
All right. That's Matt from Subway joining us on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.